The privilege of opening the first trial for the crimes committed by the Keepers of the Light imposes a grave responsibility. The wrongs which we seek to punish have been so calculated and so malignant that civilization cannot tolerate their being ignored, because it cannot survive their being repeated. The defendants in this case represent sinister influences that will lurk in the world long after their bodies have returned to dust. We will show them to be living symbols of hatred, terrorism, and violence, and of the arrogance and cruelty of power. It would have been easy to treat them in the same way like they treated their own adversaries, but these trials shall be the most significant tribute that power has ever paid to reason. The accused will be given a fair opportunity to defend themselves, a favor which the Order of the Keepers rarely extended to their enemies. Despite the fact that public opinion already condemns their acts, they must be given a presumption of innocence. I now call the defendant to the witness stand. Will you give your full name?
My name is Goldeneyse of Quail's Hollow.
What was your rank within the Order of the Keepers of the Light?
Security Administrator.
According to our new procedures, you have the right to appoint a defense counsel.
I would rather prefer to defend myself, if you don't mind.
Very well. Prosecutor, you may begin your examination.
Goldeneyse, you are being accused of murder of Brother Fireheart of Cold Lake, the complicity to murder in at least 300 cases by your involvement with the so-called Cloak and Dagger Decree, and at least another 250 cases by the obliteration of the rebel headquarters at Camp Freedom. What do you have to say regarding these accusations which have been brought against you?
I can only say that I asked the tribunal to decide upon the degree of my guilt at the end of my case. I, myself, speaking from the very depths of my feelings, want to say that now, after I have gained a full insight into all the horrible deeds which have been committed, I am possessed by a deep sense of guilt.
Are you trying to say that you knew nothing about the atrocities at Camp Freedom? That is hard to believe.
This operation was executed directly by Great Overseer Ironwill. I had nothing to do with it. As my fellow brothers can testify, I was at the Holy Mountain the whole time.
But you also did nothing to stop him.
I did not even know about his plans until he and Brother Strongarm returned with the prisoner.
You were poorly informed for the Chief Overseer Security Administrator.
You cannot prove what I knew or not.
There is no question you knew about the Cloak and Dagger Decree. I have here the original document, Exhibit FE001. Let me quote. The punishment for offenses committed against the Keepers of the Light is on principle the death penalty. Offenses are to be dealt with in the field only if it is probable that the sentence of death will be passed upon the offender and the execution can be completed in a very short time. Otherwise, the offenders are to be taken to the Holy Mountain. In case anybody inquires about such prisoners, they are to be told that they have been arrested, but the proceedings do not allow any further information. End quote. Did you write this decree?
Yes.
So you assume full responsibility?
No.
But you wrote it.
Well, there is a principle which says that nobody can transfer more rights to anybody else than he has himself. I was just a subordinate to Great Overseer Ironwill. He wanted to keep the population quiet by demoting an atmosphere of mystery and fear. So I did as I was told, but only he could make a decision. I neither had the power nor the authority to put this decree into effect.
Acting pursuant to order of a superior does not relieve you from responsibility. You could have made a moral choice, but you didn't. Because of your decree, hundreds of citizens disappeared overnight, and their families never knew what happened to them.
Please leave the judging to me, prosecutor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was getting carried away. Goldeneyse, what about the murder of Brother Fireheart? Are you going to deny responsibility for that too?
I did what I was ordered to do. These were thankless and difficult tasks. I had to fulfill the Overseer's commands under the hardiest exigencies of duty, often acting against the inner voice of my conscience and against my own convictions. The fulfillment of urgent tasks assigned by Overseer Ironwill demanded complete self-abnegation.
I don't know what to say. Your Honor, I need a break. This is my first trial under the new rules, and staying professional turns out to be a lot harder than I thought.
This is just the first trial of many. What the Keepers stand for, we will patiently and temperately disclose, and we do not depend on their testimony or that of their foes. We have undeniable proof of incredible events. The tribunal will now adjourn until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Come in.
Lady Goldeneyse, Sir Whisperwind wishes to speak with you.
Finally, send him in.
Yes, my lady.
Whisperwind, I've been waiting for you all day. What took you so long?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. How about you, my lady?
So, tell me, how did the mission go?
Without a hitch, Dash and Bush made it back from Ferndale in one piece, and they brought a good dozen hostages with them. What a great day for the opposition.
How have they been holding up? Was there a lot of resistance?
They had an easy time. The teacher wasn't in the classroom, all I had to do was round everyone up and go.
That sounds good.
2 of them managed to escape from the wagon during the ride, but they are not going to be a problem.
And that sounds not so good. Who were they?
Don't ask me. One of them was some kind of mongrel, the other one a pig.
Wait, what? A pig?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they say. Why?
Oh, stupid idiots!
I'm sorry.
Why didn't they go after them?
The kids are probably already dead, and if not, they will be soon. Calm down. Everything will be okay. The scheme is still going to work.
That's not the point.
Then what is your point?
By the holy mountain, why do I have to justify everything to you?
Because as your future husband, I need to understand what the hell you're up to.
You seem just a bit too eager for your new position.
This is so much more than just a new position. We are at the beginning of a new age. Lord Quicksilver, may he rest in peace, has been gone for many years, and there is still no legitimate successor.
I am his only heir. It doesn't get more legitimate than that.
But people don't see you like that. They see you as the Lord's widow, nothing more. But as soon as we are Lord and Lady, this will change, and the opposition will firmly stand behind us.
Don't forget, I still have the powers of the ancestors ready at my fingertips.
And that's good. But it's a single artifact and it's not going to last forever. We need to learn how to build our own, but that might take a long time, even if the Institute gives us what we want.
And for that, you just stirred up the hornet's nest.
There is a long way from here. I really don't want anything bad happening to you. I love you.
Then stop acting like you're already the king of the land. I have my personal reasons, and I am still the Princess of Ironforge. I can do whatever I please. If you won't go after the escapees, I will.
But that's crazy. If the Institute has sent a search party, there's a good chance you will run straight into it. Why do these 2 kids matter so much to you?
Greenfield, get the mount ready. I need to go out of town. Meet me in the courtyard in an hour.
Yes, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Goldeneyse, you can't leave so close to the wedding. What if something happens to you? I need you here.
Forge needs you here.
Then you go!
But why? Is there anything I can do for you, sir?
This woman is giving me a hell of a headache.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Would the sir like a glass of water?
Yes, that would be good. Or wait, could I have a cup of tea instead?
Certainly. Which kind of tea would the sir prefer?
I'll have rosehip tea, please. Rosehip with ginger, with a little bit of orange blossom honey. Yes, could you do that for me?
I'm not sure we have that, but I shall certainly try.
Thank you very much, Greenfield. Just take your time. I am not in a rush.
As you wish, sir.
I hope that will keep him occupied for a while. Now, let's see. She never had second thoughts about our relationship. Why is she suddenly getting cold feet? Does she know something I don't? Also, why does she suddenly bring up the artifact? Wait a minute. She used to wear it on her belt pretty much all the time, but not today. It might just be a coincidence, but what if it isn't? Now, where does she usually keep that thing? Ah, there. Now comes the moment of truth. Oh, it's not even locked. Wow. Now this explains a lot.
I will.
Oh, Thistlethorn, what happened to knocking first?
I thought Rain Dancer was like a son to you. I don't understand how you can just sit there and do nothing. These are our children, for the God's sake.
Yes, they are. And just because I'm not running around like a headless chicken doesn't mean I'm doing nothing.
You keep saying that, but where are the results? We are running out of time. Why don't we negotiate with them?
Because you don't negotiate with blackmailers unless you absolutely have to.
But we only have 2 more days.
2 days can be a lot of time, Thistlethorn. I trust my men to know what they are doing. They have already tracked the kidnappers halfway through the dark woods, and we have narrowed their possible destinations down to less than a handful of cities.
Ha! Less than a handful. What an achievement. Look, Buttlebrush, I am not stupid. It's been raining all night. If there were any tracks, they're gone now. Your experts are stuck. Why can't you just admit it?
They're using proven scientific methods.
Methods that nobody has ever tried before.
Our ancestors aren't quite nobody, are they?
You have a smug answer to everything, haven't you? Professor Bottlebrush, the smartass in charge. And yet it is you and your damn institute who got us into all this trouble in the first place. Hundreds of rebels have died to free our ancestors' thoughts and ideas from the Keepers of the Light, and you have done nothing better than locking them back up. The knowledge of an entire civilization put behind iron doors. No wonder the opposition thinks we're scum. The Keepers of the Light are gone, but nothing has changed.
I have a question for you, Thistlethorn. Do you know what the most defining characteristic of human civilization is?
Oh, enlighten me.
It no longer exists. The very science that led to its rise also led to its downfall. Do you want history to repeat itself? If yes, go ahead and drop all that human knowledge on our society like a bomb. If no, we have to share the knowledge responsibly. That is what our schools are for. We do not only teach science, we also teach history and ethics. Those things must go hand in hand. I promise you that knowledge will not remain locked up. We will share it, all of it, but we'll do it responsibly.
We own the biggest arsenal of weapons in the world. And yet we let those criminals walk into our classroom with nothing but swords and crossbows and take our kids. Is that what you call acting responsibly?
Would you have preferred them walking into the classroom with grenades and assault rifles instead?
That is not what I said.
No? Then what do you think would happen if we opened the walls underneath the Holy Mountain to everyone? Thistle, it doesn't work that way. We will get our sons and daughters back. And we are going to use weapons if we have to. But it will be the last thing to try, not the first. I wouldn't want to live in a world where it is. Would you?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Holy mother of all that is fluffy. We did it. That must have been the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Well, you get used to it after a while. I have done this so many times. I knew it would work. It always works. Oh, well, most of the time anyway.
This better be worth it.
Oh, trust me. I've been on my own for such a long time. I know how to get rid of the pig rats. Just do what I do.
Okay. Really? Do I have to?
Oh, come on, just do it.
Okay.
Good. And now we put them on display for the others. Mine goes over here. And yours goes over there.
Wow. This is seriously creepy.
And the great thing is, it's creepy for other pig rats too. It will make them stay far away.
That makes a lot of sense. It must be part of their herd instinct. Avoiding places where others have died gives them an evolutionary advantage, you know?
Yeah, exactly that. Whatever that means. I think we can light the fire now.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Just give me a second.
Oh. Wow. How did you do that so fast?
This is called a lighter. It's a human artifact. I took it, I borrowed it from Uncle Roshi. We live in the same house, kind of.
Oh, the good old 5-finger discount.
No. I was going to give it back.
Oh, come on. Since the keepers are gone, everyone and their kids is out for the hunt of human artifacts. I would do the same.
Uncle Brushy can't stop ranting about how everybody is now hoping to find something ancient they can sell for money. The moment the keepers were gone, some sites were literally ripped apart by treasure hunters. Seems like this was one of the few things that the keepers did right when they were still around.
A lot of people say there is not much of a difference between the Institute and the keepers.
Who would say such a thing?
The opposition, for example?
They're wrong. The Institute is a scientific organization.
Then why do they guard their knowledge like it's sacred?
Because they're afraid that history will repeat itself. Our culture is not ready yet. The Institute works hard to make sure that one day we will be, but until then some things are better kept under wraps.
But that's almost exactly what the keepers said.
No, you just don't get it.
Whatever. I'm just a pig. What am I supposed to know about politics?
Well, you did join us for a reason, didn't you?
That was because of personal reasons. Nothing political.
Your family?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why? What happened to them?
Well, what happened to yours?
Well, my father died saving the world. And now everybody expects me to do the same.
You're not quite dead yet.
No, and I'm not planning to save the world either. I just want to learn.
Isn't that the university symbol you are wearing around your neck?
The Tree of Knowledge? Yeah, my mother gave it to me when I was little. It has a long history, like everything else at our home. There's so much to discover in the old books that I could spend a lifetime in Uncle Brushy's room and never finish it all.
Like all the super secret stuff?
Most of it isn't, but nobody really cares.
Like what?
Like, look at the sky. Would you believe they could put machines up there? They put machines up there which stay there on their own for hundreds of years. Most of them have stopped working a long time ago, and whenever you see a shooting star, it might actually be one of the old satellites burning as it falls back to the Earth.
Wow, that is amazing.
I could go on like that for hours.
I can imagine. But no matter where we will go, it's going to be a long walk. We really should get all the sleep we can.
I don't think I'll be able to. I never slept outside before. It's scary and cold.
Then why don't you come over here?
And then?
Well, we could cuddle up and keep each other warm.
What? But we barely know each other.
Oh, well, we will know each other much better afterwards. And it will make the night a lot less cold and lonely.
Seriously? You like to cuddle with random guys?
No, only with those I like.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
What's the problem?
They're going way too fast. I don't even, I've not been with,
What? Oh, you've never been alone with a girl before?
Wait, time out.
Like, not at all? At your age? I mean, how did that happen? Or rather, not happen?
Because I'm a bloody nerd?
And what's the problem with that?
I don't know.
You know what? You don't know what, huh? How to have sex with a girl? Oh, well, don't worry. I can teach you that. Oh, come on. I was just messing with you. Believe it or not, I'm cold and lonely too.
How come you never seem to be afraid of anything?
Because being a pig means having a tough life. I just stopped being afraid at some point. And you know what? Life has been a lot easier since then. I have to show you something.
Okay, what is it?
Just a second. Have you ever seen something like this?
Holy fuck, point that away from me.
Oh, it seems you have. Oh, well, don't worry. It's broken. It doesn't do anything.
Where on earth did you get this? That is a gun, a pistol, a human weapon. You're not supposed to have that. If the Institute find out you have that, then...
Calm down. Nobody knows. I found this on my way through the sea of debris. I was digging for truffles and...
Truffles?
It's a big thing.
Okay.
Anyway, this was in a sealed box, wrapped in some kind of oily rags.
How did you even know what it was?
I heard about it before. It's supposed to contain some kind of evil magic, but I think it's long gone. It doesn't do anything.
Oh. Can I have a look? Give it to me, please.
Yeah,
carefully. Okay. Oh. It's not loaded. But it's in very good condition, exceptionally good. I know a few people who would pay a fortune for an artifact like this.
I wasn't going to sell it.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. If this gets in the wrong hands, all hell is going to break loose.
Oh, it is that dangerous?
Oh yes, it's a deadly weapon. And it cannot only hurt others, but also you. You have to keep it oiled and clean, and if there's any rust or dirt blocking the barrel, it can explode right into your palm. bullets go in here, into the clip down here, and then you need to flip the safety off here, and you want to slide, and that will move the bullet into the chamber like this. And then you point it at your target, and pull the trigger. Uncle Brushy let me fire a gun like this once.
Oh, what is it like?
Not very nice. It makes a really loud bang, and the recoil makes your paws hurt. Well, you could instantly kill anybody it's pointed at. It scared the hell out of me.
Wow. Well, good thing I didn't leave the bag on the carriage.
Unfortunately, gun is useless without ammunition, so... I feel so bad about the other students. We could have saved them.
Maybe we can still do that. Oh, if we only knew where to find some ammunition.
It's ammunition, not communication. Bullets. But even if we had any, and we knew how to find the others, what would you do? Walk in and kill everybody in your path?
Oh, don't you have at least a little bit of your father's hero blood?
Trivia question. What is the biggest difference between me and my father?
Beats me?
My father is dead.
Ah, touché.
That sounded almost literate.
Oh, you!
I'm tickling! No, tickling!
See, I touched you and you didn't die.
Can't you ever take anything serious?
Screw serious. Survival happens in your head. Are you sure you want to sleep all alone in the cold? I promise you don't have to be afraid of me. Or anything else, as long as I'm around. Come here. I will take care of you. And I'm a lot fluffier than I look.
What the hell, why not? Thanks. You're really nice.
Shh, don't tell anyone.